All right, the coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide men's basketball team is with us, coming fresh off his 4-overtime win over North Carolina. Coach Nate Oats now. What's up, Coach? How are you?
Just got out of practice. We're doing all right. I'm still trying to recover. I'm still wore out from the 4 overtimes.
Yeah, I would imagine you are. What did you learn about your team in that game?
We got some toughness, some grit, some guys showed some character. We've got some guys that could step up. You know, we didn't have Noah Clowney for the majority of the game. He got hurt 3 minutes in the game and didn't come back. So, you know, Noah Gurley played heavy minutes and was big for us. You know, I thought Jaden Bradley, after not playing for a pretty long stretch there, the end of regulation, overtime, we need him to come in for Quinterly, and it was hard to do. He came in and played great, you know, kind of cold off the bench. So I thought some guys showed some real character in that game. You know, we showed we can win close games, shoot. You know, we do a lot of end-of-game situation type stuff. It didn't look like it in the game. We screwed up the stuff at the end, but we try to do a lot in practice to get ready to play some close games. It's nice to win some close ones.
Yeah, I said it earlier this week, Coach, that I've never seen somebody play 55 minutes like Mark Sears and have 0 fouls. But when you went out and recruited Mark to come in from the portal, I guess you kind of knew what you were going to get. But, I mean, what does his leadership mean to this team?
Look, he plays hard. He's tough. He's about the right stuff. I mean, he's naturally a scorer. You know, he's transitioned to playing a little more point. I think now that Quinterly's pretty well back, we can maybe play him a little more off the ball and play Jaden Bradley and Quinterly a little more on the ball. But he's done both for us. You know, we won a lot of games with him as our starting point guard. He may just continue to stay that way. We'll figure all that stuff out. But he's definitely going to play a lot with Quinterly, with Bradley. He's, you know, one of our best shooters on the team, but he's also tough, gritty. I thought he did a pretty good job defensively in the Carolina game. You know, they had 2 really good guards in Davis and Love, and I thought, you know, him, Quinterly, and Jaden Bradley, all of them, Namari Burnett too, did a pretty good job defensively with those guys. They took 60 shots between the 2 of them. That's a lot of shots for a starting backcourt to get 60 shot attempts up in a game. So I didn't realize he did it without fouling. That's good because we got plenty of other guys on the team that foul a lot. I mean, it seemed like they foul all the game.
Listen, personally for you, because of where you coached high school basketball, back to the Michigan State game, was there a little bit of it being surreal that you just handed Tom Izzo a loss? I know you expect it now at Alabama, and you're a big-time college coach, and you're this highfalutin big-time guy. I've been around you before, but there was a moment you were a high school coach, and Tom Izzo was still Tom Izzo, and you just handed him an L.
Yeah, that was a little different because you're right. I mean, my relationship with Coach Izzo is more like I'm a Romulus high school coach asking if they'd mind if I come watch practice and learn how to get better and hang out in the office, spend some time with the assistants, video coordinator. And he was, you know, he had the office down the hall, and didn't really get in Coach Izzo's office much. I was more in the assistants in the video office. So that was a little surreal. You know what, as I've kind of come up, and it's, you know, I was a high school coach, 2013, so 9 years ago, not very long ago. Like, you know, as I've climbed up, you kind of figure out I'm not really playing Tom Izzo. You know, although I'd take my chances in that game. He's a little older than me, but I'm not playing Tom Izzo. You know, I've got some pretty talented players on the floor playing his players. And you know what? Our players were pretty tough that game. You know, I was pretty happy. You know, we played well that game. We had some guys step up. We had different guys step up in each of the 3 games. And, you know, we weren't very good against UConn, but that taught us a lot. And I think, you know, they're tough. So in one sense, I don't want to see them again, but I would like to see them again down the road if, you know, see if we could improve on some stuff that we weren't good at. But yeah, the Izzo deal, I had everybody from back in my Michigan days texting me, and that was, you know, that was one of those, like, I never worked for him, but he's a little bit of a mentor, you know, nice game. Like, sorry to beat you. Yeah, it was, you know, he's always been really good to me though when I was a high school coach.
Did you just go a little Godfather on us there? Did you just go, we got some guys that are pretty tough ourselves? Do you scrape that face there like you're a made man, letting us know that don't question my guy's toughness anymore?
Yeah, that wasn't the intent, but you can take it like that. I like you guys. You guys got some. You come up with some good stuff there. I like it.
Yep. Alabama, South Dakota State, Saturday, 7:30 at Coleman Coliseum. The Coach Nate Oats with us on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. Dunaway also used the phrase highfalutin. Have you lived in Alabama long enough? Those phrases no longer faze you.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm a highfalutin guy. I don't know when he's hung out with me. Maybe where were you at me with at the golf outing when I'm a celebrity at the Pro-Am?
Yeah, man, it was very highfalutin. We were eating
I'm not
with
a real
you.
celebrity.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
They partner me up with a celebrity usually.
Yeah, you and I were sitting on the other side of Nick Saban when he blew up the college football world this summer. So yeah,
That is true. I was a spectator on that.
Yes.
If you go back and look at the Sports Center clips, I was just kind of off to the side, tapping my foot, like, oh, what, like, okay.
Oh, you had that look.
Yeah, we've played it plenty of times. Trust me.
yeah, it was fun.
I was a spectator in that clip.
Charles Bediako, I mean, going back to the North Carolina game, I mean, watching him last year look so raw. He's only 20 right now. Is he just scratching the surface of how good he can be?
I think so. I mean, you saw the play that kind of surprised me. I mean, the block shot was he had to go up a few floors to get that one. And that was really a game-winning block, and I'm sure everybody was going nuts when they called a goaltend, as was I. But I think in hindsight, if you don't blow the whistle, you can't review it. So it was good we had the possession arrow, so we got it after the block shot. But the one move where kind of fed it to him in the post, we were trying to get some action off it. None of it worked, and he kind of was like, all right, I'll just go score the ball myself. Like he spins on him and dunks it on the baseline. Like he's getting to where he's holding his own with the best bigs in the country. And we just played three of the best bigs in the country back to back to back. Sissoko, at Michigan State's been playing as good as any big. They have some good wins. The Gonzaga game, Sissoko was great. Then we had Sonogo at UConn, who's been one of the best bigs in the country, even last year, shooting. Then he got, when we beat North Carolina, Baycott was maybe the best big in the tournament last year. I mean, they made it all the way to the championship, kind of riding him. So I think Charles, that should give Charles a lot of confidence. This extra 20 pounds he put on in the summer, like I can bang with these bigs that are a little bigger, thicker, but he's got some length on him and moves his feet well and does a great job studying the guys. And, he did a pretty good job defensively on all those guys.
You're doing a great job of educating a lot of Alabama basketball fans, but for those that have not come along yet, South Dakota State is a quality game this Saturday. The arena needs to be packed and juiced, right? Because this is a good basketball team coming to town.
Oh, they're really good. I mean, they've got good wins. They had good wins last year. I mean, and it's exciting. Shoot, if anybody that was here last year, we both were, what was the final score? We were over 100 easily, 104-88. Yeah, we were both getting up and down. They take a lot of threes, and they've gone on the road. They've got some good wins. I mean, Notre Dame pounded Michigan State. They've played. I mean, they're going to be a quality team that gives us a good game, and it'll be an entertaining game because they play an entertaining style, as do we.
Was that Steven Gonzalez? I mean, he's barely on the job, and he's already got the scores memorized like that. Was that who answered that for you?
That was Steve. He's quality. We don't hire schleps around here. We did our research. We did. We interviewed him. He's on top of his game over here.
I mean, he's already got the scores memorized.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
good for him.
Wasn't even at the game. All right, Coach, we appreciate the time as always. Fun talking with you. Good luck Saturday against the Jackrabbits.
Appreciate you guys. Roll Tide.
All right, buddy. Take care. That is Nate Oats, the Alabama basketball coach, with us on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline.